Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and with Chaos 2020 swinging into full effect, we're talking about big names being purged within the administration. We're talking about bold claims being made by Mike Pompeo that a smooth transition into a Trump administration is going to occur, okay? And now, slowly but surely, in the back doors and the obscure pages and links of mainstream websites, they are starting to have to admit the election ain't over. The votes ain't counted. And yes, this is a contested election. And even CNN, the lords of authoritative content, have a link on their website I clicked and I could not believe. It's in the thumbnail, but we're going to do it live here because another thing that you're not hearing in the mainstream media is what? Well, that Trump just took Alaska. I know it's only 3 electoral votes, but I thought this was like settled science, right? The media called it for Joey B, Zombie Joe, and crew. And we just said, look, we're not calling elections here. That's not what we're doing. But just like we said a week ago and a month ago, the chaos is just beginning. Gina Haspel, CIA director, and someone who I've been extremely critical of, may also be on her way out. So buckle up, man, because this is it. Thumbs the video up, subscribe and share. Get your questions and comments in now because we are going to take all of those as well. And remember, we're fully demonetized here. So we use this as a super chat mechanism. If you give to the GoFundMe at the very end, you can leave a comment. And before we get going, I do want to read some of these comments over the last several days and all these great donors. And it doesn't have to be a huge donation, guys. We do appreciate that. But $5, $10, $15, it does really mean the world to me. Robert Sawyer, good work, man. I just wonder how many people are still trusting the plan. There is no plan to trust. What you see is what you get, and what goes on behind the scenes is stuff that you have to dig up, that you have to decide, that you have to have discernment over, that you have to look at not from a left or right or conservative or liberal perspective, okay, but a reality perspective. Gritch, always a big support. Isn't it enough to call the election interference with the situation going on with the mainstream media and social media companies? We are still in the upside down. We're big time in the upside down. But again, wait until I show you this graphic where there are still over I think it's over 200 electoral college votes up for grabs. Again, don't quote me on that specific number, but it's wild. And it's on CNN. Jesse Schmidt, glad you like the Archbishop Vigano. You might also like Dr. Taylor Marshall as well. Good to see you warming up to Christianity. God bless you, man. I don't think I've ever been nasty to Christianity. Again, I don't want to be nasty to any organized religion because multitudes of people who I believe aren't bad because of their religion, okay, actually follow the religion to bring out the best in them, follow these things. And I'm not here to be a hypocrite. I don't know the secrets of the universe, the one true real. I don't know any of that. Keep standing up for truth. Thank you, Patty. I love you. Julia says, we share a lot of the same views, and Jason stands up for us and our voice, truth be told. Second person who sent this meme. Oh, no, it's that same meme. Well, I guess we'll hit it. I don't love hitting those things here, but give me liberty or give me death unless there's a virus 99% recovery rate, in which the case stripped me of my freedoms, my job, my constitutional rights, and put me under house arrest. All right, guys, and remember, Rockfin, Rockfin, Rockfin. If you haven't signed up for Rockfin yet today, we do it live over there Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Make the free account, make the free account, make the free account, because who knows if we're going to be on this platform. All right. Again, we've been demonetized here 7+ months now. 6+ months ago, we reviewed. We're not going to hear back. They're just going to try to pull the channel. I've been on this channel. This channel's 13 years old. I have no community guideline strikes. I don't preach violence. I don't put out hateful content. I'm not fake news. We expose fake news here. Okay? Like we did earlier. And we've done it for years via documentary films. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are free right here, right now. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into the insanity. CIA Director Gina Haspel meets with McConnell as her fate remains unclear. Remember Bloody Gina? Miss Abu Ghraib? Okay? Just because someone's a woman, don't think they're less of a sociopath or less of a globalist. Okay? Yeah, I know it's trendy to try to believe that women want to heal the earth. Bullshit. Bullshit. One's cunningness, one's ability to lie, one's ability to justify what? A means to an end no matter what. Doesn't matter what your sex is, your gender. That's all nonsense. So I'm watching this very closely. After they got rid of Esper, and you saw some other shakeups there, and Trump still, I know it's Veterans Day, he went out in public, but he hasn't made a statement on any of this outside of Twitter. And no one wants to talk about the legal battles except for to try to fact check things and then get caught on their lies like we did with the postal worker earlier today. Talk about, Orwell 2020. Seriously. So as I said, Esper's fired. Supposedly they're putting in ultra loyalists. I don't know what that means. I don't know what to believe in the media. But Chaos 2020 is here. And as I said, the people that believe that Trump has already been cheated and that the media prematurely called this and that they're going to find voter fraud, et cetera, already believes a coup has taken place. And as we showed you yesterday with celebrities like Sarah Silverman and others coming out and just, oh no, if Trump somehow puts the legal arguments out there and this election is flipped, which it very well may be, again, Chaos 2020, those people will say a coup has occurred. Look at him getting rid of all these people. So it's cuckoo, 2020, okay? So now I want to be very specific about this, okay? If you go to the CNN.com website, you'll notice it says CNN presidential projections. Projections. They are, and have been for a long time, projecting a reality that is a farce to you. Those are the projections that Joey B, a.k.a. Zombie Joe and the crew, got 279 and Trump got 217. Now, in the same breath of this, it's crazy. CNN projection, President Trump wins Alaska. Now, if you actually click here, the top video is Joe Biden saying it's an embarrassment that Trump hasn't conceded yet. And yet, let's take you down to the rabbit hole on this bad boy. How is this, with 210 to go and only 203 electoral votes, actually for Joe Biden on CNN's website? Because this is where we're really at legally right now. Not a headline, not something people are talking about at all. I can't believe it's there either. How do you get there? How do you get there, okay? It's real simple. Okay, so I believe you just click on this right here, this bad boy, and you get the presidential results, and you're looking around, and how could this be? And you get all this information, right? But then, okay, right here is the road to 270, you can see, with the real results up top, right? And on the bottom, there's a build your own, there's the CNN ratings, and then there's the 2016 election. So right here, okay, now you go back to the CNN one, the road to 270, and then boom, you have this one right here. Okay? So right here are the battlegrounds that have which to be called. By the way, some people are calling North Carolina for Trump now. Okay, this is the White House Observer. Is it the WH or is it the WHO Observer? I'm not sure. But we're getting this from the media. Now, if I'm looking up North Carolina and Trump, and I'm going to the good people at Google, okay, Alphabet, YouTube, NASA, whatever, NSA, they're buddies. They're all interwoven, media, military, industrial complex. And I just type in North Carolina Trump, right? Fresh election challenge suits. Alaska comes up a lot because, oh, look at that. North Carolina is in part of those stories, But again, they're not making the headlines, but they're in there. Okay? But the Associated Press hasn't called those yet. And you keep going and going. And it's all about what? Joe Biden has been elected president. President-elect Joe Biden. A new president has been elected. And you keep going. I'm looking for, I think it was the second page I was able to find that, and I had to do this by date because it would, forget it. Even when Trump wins Alaska, they're showing you Joey B. Okay? Keep going, okay? Biden's plan to move into the White House as Trump clings to hope. Remember, first there was no evidence of voter fraud in the headlines. Now there's little evidence of voter fraud in the headlines. First, he had lost these states, but now he might have won those states. Okay? And before we take your questions and comments, and remember, we'll check the GoFundMe for any super chat type activities, I want to point out that we're ever closer to something like this, where 4 Hong Kong pro-democracy politicians are now removed from power under the new Chinese laws that were dictatorial, authoritarian, and completely illegal. And that's what we have going on here in America right now, things that are dictatorial, authoritarian, and completely illegal. Whether it be from the voting machines or the lack of accountability at the polls. We played Jimmy Carter, the ultra-liberal, talking about in 2005 how dangerous voter fraud is via the machines. And then we have to read about glitches in the mainstream media that are just, no, just explained away. Because now they want you to believe that voter fraud has never occurred. And if you talk about voter fraud, you are a conspiracy theorist. All right, guys, let's do it because we do it live. Let's get to your questions and comments. And we are on live chat. Great. Jason, my brother, let me say that I love your honesty and truth, brother. I want you to know who Jesus Christ is. And I can only hope that you would speak, ask, and allow him to reveal himself to you. Jason, I think we all know you need to be in D.C. at least on Saturday. Look, I said it here. That's a 14-hour drive to D.C. I'm just getting settled in. I don't want to fly. I don't want to put a mask on my face. Quad City Airport's here. I would consider it. If I got 1,000 more on the GoFundMe and I could book. Man, I don't want to fly. Because the thing is with driving, man, I just don't know if I can do like 30 hours in a car right now, like back and forth. That'd be a lot, especially because today's Wednesday, and I'd have to make the decision to leave probably tomorrow, even to get there by Saturday. So if somehow I don't even know how we'd do it today. Like we'd have to get 1,000 more in there by tomorrow so I could book a flight Friday and leave either Friday night or early Saturday morning. And even then we're talking rental car and a hotel for a night. 1,000 would cover that probably with the flight and everything. But boy, that'd be hustling. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments? Would it even be worth it to do? It's not that I don't want to be there and I'd like to interview. Everybody is talking about this caravan. They're trying to make it about white supremacy. I think that this may be a sparking point for some of the chaos, but we got a long way to go. All right, let me see what we got here. Wish we could do a positive reunion for you and Jones for old time's sake. CNN is fake news. Wish more people could show up to D.C. and show support, but for those who do, may God bless and protect all those who go. The streets of D.C. are weird. Make sure you study a map before you're going. Yeah, they're tough when you're driving around. Jason joined the Illuminati and now does the one eye look. He does the one eye look. The Illuminati. Good morning again. They are in despair. Section 230 is gone. Oh, that's a huge jump. Whoa, that's a huge jump. Bam. Let's see. They are in despair. Good morning. Hit that like button. That's right. Let's thumbs it up. We don't even have 200 thumbs yet, and we got 700 people watching this one. Let's thumbs it up, guys. I got banned on Facebook for posting a meme about voter fraud, and now here I am. If you saw earlier, they fact-checked on Twitter something about election fraud on a video that wasn't about election fraud. It was the guy who blew the whistle saying that he didn't recant his story. It had nothing to do with election fraud other than saying, hey, this story about me recanting, recanting the election fraud is false. Yet that gets fact-checked. It's 2020, folks. Orwell would be proud. Sorry, I had to let my dog in. Love the doggies. I don't know. What up, JB? What up, Daniel? Smash the like button and share. Spoilers. What happens when you click the link? You get dog porn. No, freedom fighter, we don't, actually. You get that CNN page. Again, let's look at the graphic together. Okay? So when you're looking at this thing, it's hard to believe it's on here, but it is. You can find it. Boom. It's right there. In fact, I'm going to put it in there live. Remember, because the other one's projected. This is what we got so far. Boom. So there you go. The battleground states. There's plenty left. All right. What up, crew? Don't fall for MSM PSYOP. All elections will be decided by them if we allow this outcome. Admit it. It's already here and now. Jason, can't find you on Parler because I'm not on Parler. Rockfin. ROKFIN. Rockfin. Hello from Scotland. Does a 90% do you want a 90% effective vaccine? You know what? We all know that no one here wants to take a vaccine for COVID-1984. DJT will remain in power until 2025, if not longer. I don't know about that. Hit the thumbs up. This really is all rigged to be playing out just as it is. It doesn't matter which puppet gets in. The real agenda will move forward. Chaos 2020. Need to take pitchforks and run them off. Make them afraid to walk down the streets. You had 44 thumbs, then 33, now growing again. Odd. A lot of people have been saying that they can't hit the thumbs button or it doesn't turn blue. I'm just happy that you stay subscribed. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. That's a tough enough thing. Let's get to 60,000 at least before they just ban my channel arbitrarily for nothing. For speaking up, and pointing out all sides of the issues. How dare I? Color revolution. Mainstream media are the new world order. I don't think so. Gina Haspel is a spy. Yes, Spycraft is Central Intelligence Agency. What up, Brigade? Welcome back. Backstage Cam, 55, 42, 60, and so on. Assange, Manning, Snowden, pardon in the making. I don't know about that, Tyler Durden. That sounds like Johnny nonsense. I would love to believe that. That would be a gravy train with biscuit wheels, but I'm in a place called reality. Yes, this is a color revolution. How can we come together to form a lawsuit to stop big tech? Listen, we're beyond lawsuits. These people need to go to prison. Just like the political leaders that we allowed to get away with their global spectrum dominance plans over the last generation or so, many of them, like Dick Cheney, Don Rumsfeld, Paul Wolfowitz, and others, need to be in prison. Forget about the lawsuits. They should be criminally accountable. We don't need to live in this national security state of constant propaganda that is shielded by a big tech that has been enabled by that national security state and promoted by a predator class. The swamp draining begins. I don't know about that. I think the rearrangements begin. Forget about it. Begins. The guy's got 2 months. No, chaos is beginning. Chaos 2020. Won't let me like. The thumbs up won't light up. It's so weird. Drop from 56 to 47. Odd. I can see you're still in stage 1 of grief. It's okay. It'll get better. I'm not in any grief. See, Imagine, by the way, doesn't get it. They haven't been around. I already said there wasn't going to be a president-elect a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, that all of this would be contested. Listen, imagine, by the way, if you're hanging on to like a Biden W, it hasn't hit the local courts yet, let alone the Supreme Court. It's not going to take a bunch of flipping. And again, let me put it out there. If the Supreme Court rules that the mail-in votes are ineligible, Trump wins in a landslide. I'm not saying Trump won. I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm putting out a thing called reality. All right? And again, we haven't been in a place called reality via the media long before Trump. Long before Russia, and the nonsense there. Okay? Just to let you know, Imagine, by the way. We don't think that Mike Pompeo is a great man. Go watch my Mike Pompeo video. We don't hug the nuts of Bill Barr. Go watch my many videos on Bill Barr. We're in a place called reality. I love whatchamacallit. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. Or when the shit goes down. A little Cypress Hill for y'all. I have a terrible voice. Trump truth. Yes, they need to pardon whistleblowers and Kyle. Boris Johnson is a puppet of the CCP telling Mr. Trump to leave the White House. Keep it coming, brother. Top work, J. Kev, England. Thank you. I love seeing the mainstream media start choking on their own Dizix. So many really believe it's over. It's amazing how delusional so many on the left are. Side note, the left is the logic side, and the right side is the creative side of our brain. Release the right. Free Julian Assange and Hong Kong. Let the swamp get drained. Trump needs to pardon General Flynn. Jason, what has to occur for the Supreme Court to get involved? No, they will get involved. No. Not if, it's when. For them to start getting involved, listen, they're going to get involved no matter what, right? Because if there's rulings against the Trump campaign, then the Trump lawyers will bring it to the Supreme Court. If there's rulings for the Trump campaign in each state, the Democrats will then try to bring it to the Supreme Court. I believe truly, especially if you go back to 2000 and we're talking about one state and certain counties and hanging chads and small amounts of recounts compared to what we're going to see in this election, okay, the Supreme Court, I think, ruled twice in that case in a very short period of time. So, yes, I think it's inevitable that the Supreme Court gets involved. Losing my mind about all the mass sheep buying at me. That's tough. I hate that. Even here where I see it, it really gets to me. But now that I'm out of New York State, I just got a text from a buddy. Shout out to Tyler. And he's like, New York is just straight crazy right now. It's like, it's nuts. And I know. And, slave city, slave city, slave city, slave city. As Andrew Cuomo says, I would have punched, if I wasn't the governor, I wanted to punch Trump in the face. He's anti-Italian. Trump's anti-Italian now. Guys, I'm half Italian, okay? D'Onofrio, Ordente. I'm just saying, I don't think he's anti-Italian. It's just like the guy gets more black votes than any Republican presidential candidate in history, and they still are trying to play the white supremacist card with this caravan. Man, there are no guns left anywhere. I've had to stock up on machetes and axes. Well, good luck with that. Scientology is the truth. Who is this DM Laney? I mean, we're talking about total troll action, huh? Says I'm Illuminati, talking about Scientology, has nothing to do with the conversation, has a weird NPC avatar, laid out the plan, 17 laid out the plan. I hit the thumbs up and it doesn't increase your number or turn blue. Saves to my like plays, though, has happened with 3 of your last videos. Really weird. Let's get to 400 thumbs up, 800 people watching. And still, Fukushima is leaking. For those just coming in, let's show you. Okay, again, this isn't the projected map because the projected map is what they're showing you on CNN. But this map is absolutely there, okay? And that's because these ones are still contested. And don't think otherwise. They're calling them battleground states. I know it's hard to believe that this is on CNN, but yeah, it's there. Because again, the other one is projected. And you're not hearing, it's not making waves that Trump definitely got Alaska, according to the Associated Press. And what? That it looks like he's clinched North Carolina as well. Odd. And don't worry, the left and the Dems will also contest that. It's a no-brainer. We're here. It's Chaos 2020. I see that we did get a super chat just now. Let's go to it. And again, we can only do that because of you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, we got a couple of them. Well, thank you. Carissa B says, thanks for your work, Jason. You bring a smile to my face. That would be awesome if you could make it to D.C. So hard. I would drive if you can. No rental car and mask wearing. The Burmese Brigade should be stocking up on food and planning their spring garden. The next 6 months are going to be wild. Love you all. God bless. I'd say this. I don't know about stock. Listen, it's always good to stock up on food. Look what happened with that initial wave, okay? There were people in bread lines and food lines throughout the country because they lost their job and they just didn't have it. Okay? Know your community. Know what your limits are going to be. Okay? And I would say this, try to make as many friends as possible that are like-minded, because Chaos 2020 is coming. I mean, we've already been in Chaos 2020. I guess it's hard to say that because Chaos 2021 goes into the election. I guess I just refer to it because of how ingrained the 2020 election is there. I've been saying that October through January were going to be wild, and I didn't know what was coming next. It could easily be wilder after January. Hey, Jason, thank you for keeping us informed through these strange times. I am still in shock that people do not realize that Trump is in the situation that he is in, regardless of the fact whom is president of the United States for America. These electors will realize that our greatest ally have no qualm of destroying this country. Bankers of London, Monaco, Switzerland, the drug dealers of Sassoon and Kadorf, former GRU crime gang. Well, thank you for that comment, Paul. And, to talk about foreign entities and big tech, that it's being reported that Eric Schmidt, one of the great overlords to make New York great again post-COVID 1984, and really got in there via the Smart City Plan prior to that, maybe a technology guy somewhere within this new task force of the Biden administration, but he just applied for him and his family to have citizenship in Cyprus, a known tax haven. Weird. So weird how that works, huh? Let's see. Yes, free Assange in Hong Kong, pardon Snowden. Like, share, and sub. Thank you so much, Liberty Howell. And Rockfin, Rockfin, R-O-K-F-I-N. Rockfin, 11 a.m., Monday through Friday, free. Make the free account, because if they boot me here, that's where you'll be able to see those. And by the way, yesterday's has gone premium and was totally exclusive. We didn't put any of that up here. It was a throwback InfoWars, Alex Jones exclusive video. And if you didn't check it out, now it's on the premium side. But if you do make a premium account there, which is cool, you get my content and everybody else's content. And it does help support me as well. So I do want to thank all those that are premium subscribers as well as at Rockfin. Trump should pardon Assange and then call for whistleblowers to come forward. Listen, he already should have done that. It should, first of all, whether or not he wins this election or not, right? If he's able to successfully contest it or not, right? He should have never brought the charges against Assange. Forget about pardoning him. There should have never been charges. Aliens don't exist. Neither do planets, LOL. We do it live. The Galactic Federation is real. Man, DM Laney is like the worst, huh? Everyone has forgotten about the nuclear mess that is still going on. Mainstream media ignored it pretty quick. Means nothing to see here. Moving on. Talking about Fukushima. Pfizer CEO just sold $5.6 million in Pfizer stock as Penn Biden votes drop to 47, 56, and 47 are huge numerology numbers to the order. Look for the 56s and 47s as this COVID takeover continues to progress. Lee Gould, it's all Johnny nonsense. Even Ted Cruz says that's a tough grab. I don't know what that means, but listen, Ted Cruz is one of at least the few people, Grandpa Munster, talking about some of the irregularities out there. I'm not Catholic, but I follow Dr. Marshall Traylor. He lets you know what's going on in the Catholic faith and the Pope, and Vigano fits right in with everything going on. Vigano apparently just put out another letter, and maybe we will cover that later today and do a video on it. Arizona is going to be turning red. Again, that's also being contested. Let's see. JB tees it up and I knock it out. But bam! We got a message retracted. Some of the craziest exes I've known are women. Are they edition A? AD. Interesting. Powerful lies, live streams, MAGA country, bitches. Thumbs this video up, by the way. Jason, are we looking at a Brexit here? I don't know if we ever get that. Listen, the only way I see we have like a Brexit type situation, unfortunately, is if the left doesn't win this and get power and they start going to that transition integrity program document where they try to split the country up further, and they want statehood for Puerto Rico and they want statehood for DC and they want to break up California into 5 different states, etc. I don't think so, Amanda. I don't think that's where we're at. I think, listen, we're still in COVID 1984. We're still in a push for mandatory vaccinations. We're still in a world where Andrew Capo Cuomo has a lot of power over 20 million people. I'm Christian, though, who keeps pushing these establishment weirdos onto the Trump administration. RNC. Let's thumbs it up, people. Quit Fed posting. I don't know what that is. The Jake Tapper rant was great. Well, thank you, Lance. Jake Tapper. The best among us are those who have fought to protect and defend the greatest nation to ever exist, Veterans Day. Trump needs to slash and burn everything. No, it's happening. Silverman is expected. Jamie Lee Curtis, on the other hand, is disappointing. What are we talking about here? Oh, you're talking about Sarah Silverman and Jamie Lee Curtis talking about, yeah, because again, the left right now, if Trump is successful through the litigation, and if there is actual voter fraud and it is actually proven, that won't be enough. It'll be coup d'etat. Coup. My 67-year-old mother called me a traitor. She is a liberal. My goodness. Again, breaking up families when the enemies aren't your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, right? Your friends. No. It's not those people. It's the predator class at the top. Chances are if the MSM is pushing it, then the opposite is more than likely true. Let's see. Watch Frontline's report on PBS called China Undercover and look at the similarities with the Democratic Party. Bum, bum, bum. See, to me, it's not just the Democrats. If you watched that big tech hearing, the right was calling for more censorship as well, just different subjects. And like I said, there's still a concerted effort today to try to demonize 9/11 Truth, Loose Change, myself, others, and promote the idea that we're the reason that we're in an age of disinformation, and we're the reason that QAnon exists, and we're bad. And we should restrict that speech too. And there's no fact check for the fact checkers. No fact checkers for Esquire, Hearst Publications. No fact checkers for Inside Edition and Viacom. They are the dark overlords of tech facts. Biden crime syndicates are the traitors. The eyes of justice, Clarence Lawrence, give me hope. This one, crazy Matrix, for sure. Demon rats, not my pressapile. The eyes of justice, Clarence Thomas, give me hope. A lion of order. I don't know. I'm not a huge Clarence Thomas guy, but you know, I don't know much about him other than the old school pubic hair on the Coke, if you can remember that. Over 800 watching. Let's get it up to 500 thumbs, huh, guys? And remember, you can skip the line of this bad boy by giving to the GoFundMe and then at the comments section leaving it, and that's how we use a super chat because we're fully demonetized here. Veritas is coming strong with releasing part 1 of 2 hours of the agents chatting with the USPS whistleblower. Agent is a piece of shit. I can't wait to hear this stuff. I need to hear it for myself and find out, because again, they're now alleging not only did this postal whistleblower claim that he saw voter fraud backdating, but then they said he recanted it, and instead of recanting it, he's saying that he taped the conversations with these people that are supposed to be investigators, intimidating and coercing him. Again, that's what's being reported. I'm not saying it. I'm waiting for judgment. Trump supports Bill Barr. If you support Trump, you support Bill Barr. I don't support Trump. Imagine, by the way, is new here. I don't know if it's just one of those bots that they send out or it's someone who curiously clicked on it because it had a CNN thumbnail. We don't blindly support anybody. There's more than a lot of gray area here. Okay? And that's just the way it is. We live in a place called reality. If you want to criticize Trump, it's not because he's orange. It's not because he's racist. Okay? It's not the very fine people hoax. It is because of his actions against Julian Assange. It is because of his undying love for the military-industrial complex that he speaks out again in the way of doing every single thing that Israel has wanted them to do, in the way of signing a $400 billion plus arms deal with Saudi Arabia, in the way of allowing our drones to cause devastation, destruction, malice, and horrifying human rights abuses in Yemen. That's how you do it. See, I just did it. That's how you do it. But the media doesn't do that. No, they present bullshit narratives, and we call them out. Thank you. Just want to thank you, all the veterans, for your sacrifice to all the vets out there right now, digging in and helping to save this nation. God bless you all. By the way, Biden is not technically the president-elect just yet. No, he's not. That doesn't become anyone's title until the election is certified. Exactly. I don't understand how they count anymore. What about Pence? Pence hasn't said much either. Gateway Pundit, this one hinky election. Biden for Gitmo. How about we just get rid of Gitmo? There's another thing that you could criticize Trump for. Why isn't Gitmo gone? Why not get rid of Abu Ghraib? Get rid of these black sites. Get rid of torture. Yes, thank you, vets. Run the devils out of our nation. Pennsylvania, only way he can win is if they throw out all the mail-in ballots. That's not true. Although that would be one way he could win. Again, we haven't even looked at digital voter fraud yet. The voting machines are very insecure. That's why we played those clips of Jimmy Carter from 2005 talking about it. No other media outlet has even touched that. But I have. And I'm just little old me. I'm a guy in a TJ Maxx, sweatsuit with stains on it. That cost him $15 with popping gray hairs and a nice microphone and a thumb-sized web camera. That's all I am. And I can dig that up from C-SPAN. And I can show you an ex-president talking about it. And I can say that those reforms should have been taking place a decade plus ago and never have. It's weird. Appreciate the service of all the vets as well. Your sacrifices do not go unnoticed. 2 + 2 = 5 in Orwellville. Real Clear Politics site has the real numbers. Is that true? Have they? Let's go to Real Clear Politics. Let's see if they've changed theirs. Because they had it below. Let's see. So right now on Real Clear Politics, they still have it 259 to 217. Okay, so they're not quite at this CNN graphic that you have to hunt for on their website, 203 to 125, 210. But then again, I'm not sure if they've called, let's look at it. Have they called North Carolina yet for Trump or Alaska? Yeah, they have Alaska here. Interesting. Very interesting. Things keep on moving. Wacky. All right, let's continue on. Bam. All right. They're still hiding Biden. It's going to be a really tough fight. Yes, it will. Where's Hunter? See, we don't do the talking point weirdness here. I am not Winston. That is a 1984 reference, by the way, Winston Smith. The media doesn't need to count or verify. They are above all that or below. They read the script literally in front of us. Correct, Josh. The witches and Nephilims will kill Biden so Harris can take over. Bum, bum, bum. Gateway Pundit. Please don't spam. Iron on a transfer daily memes on blank face masks. That's funny. Come on, Trump. No widespread evidence. We wouldn't even show you anyways. That is what it equals. Hunter smoking that rock. He needs his privacy. They didn't shut down the whole USA and world to lose. Pray for the process to work and strength for us all. China hoax. Hoax plandemic. Arizona went to Biden, but some say it's going to go to Trump. Could flip. Facebook broke my VPN. VPNs don't work suddenly for fake profiles. Interesting. But listen, I mean, the UFC blocked me out of VPNing for pay-per-views back in the day. DAZN, they have different content, kind of like Netflix. VPNs need to get it together. They need to find a way around that. Wag the dog 2. I'm in Washington State. We are being locked down again by tyrannical governor. Craziness. Chinese invasion. All hoax and bullshiz. I cannot like YouTube videos anymore. Odd. Jason Burmas, are we looking? I already answered that, Amanda. Why do you keep asking and saying the same things? Thoughts on James Corbett bouncing from YouTube before they bounce him? Did he actually leave? I saw the YouTube is over party video with Ryan Christian, Derek Bros, Josh from World Alternative Media. I did see that. Is that what you're referring to? Have you heard of General McCartney interview about Hammer and Scorecard? Not yet. But again, Hammer and Scorecard, any kind of digital programs can be tampered with. They are digital. How we have not figured this out and rife for fraud in 2020 is beyond me. Paper receipts, in-person voting, photo ID. What's so hard about that? Give me a break. I hope you've been good, Jay. Take care. No. This is going to be my ringtone. Love it. No, it's not. No. Flying was fine. Was it, Brandy? I don't know. I don't know. Again, I'm thinking about the costs. And a flight round trip is going to be $300 to $400. A hotel is going to be in DC to get there, $100 to $200. That's like $400 or $500 right there. Rental car will probably be $150 to $200 depending on how many days. That's before I eat $700-800. You know, before I do anything else. God forbid something happened. Not that I don't have a little bit of money in case, but boy, that'd be a tough one, guys. I mean, if there was some super donor out there that DM'd me and said, yo, if I give this, will you go? Maybe we would talk about it. But again, there's just such a quick turnaround time too. And there's just no way I'm driving 30 hours. I shit-talked the mayor of my town bad. I threatened her because she puts COVID fear out there. Police will come soon. Okay. I'll split the drive. Thanks, JC Steck. That's really nice of you. Use the teleporter. Delta is leaving middle seats open. Ticketmaster is considering making you show a vaccine negative test to go to concerts. That's nuts. I'll never go to a concert again. No, oh, there's a big jump. I'll never go to a concert again. Man, this is a big jump. Geez, guys, we're probably only going to go for about 15 more minutes. So if you really want to get your comment or question in, you got to use the GoFundMe down below because there's no way we're going to go through all these. Man, Frazzle drips in here. Jeez, we're way behind. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Jesus. Flat Earth somehow in there too. Like some real trolls in there today, huh? Man, we have to go almost all the way to the top. Maybe we do have to go to the top. Oh, we see the same. Man. Thumbs this video up, guys, because we didn't even get all the way to where we were. Interesting. So, yeah, if you want to get your question in now, if you're not somewhere in here, that's the way to do it. And we'll check it in like 10 minutes. Okay? Found your channel a couple of weeks ago and really like your opinions. What is your demographic? How many listeners are probably as old, as older than your mama? My demographic is 24 and above. And mostly in the 30 to 50 something range, so 24 to 55 maybe. But I have a lot of 60-year-olds too. What I don't have is anybody below 18. I think that's 0.0%, and then 18 to 24 is less than I think 1%. Maybe it's hit 2% before. I got gray. I'm not woke. I'm not even a truther, guys. I look for the truth. Okay, I was around before that term was there to discredit people that look for the truth. Jason and I are also the same age, except when while he was fighting the New World Order and dropping truth bombs at 9/11, I was washing carts at Walmart. Hey, no shame in real work, bro. No shame in real work, ever. Hello, everybody from Colorado. And by the way, thumbs it up. Let's get it over 600. We can't live from libtards' tears forever, but boy, it will be wet when the Supreme Court turns it around. Again, we got a long ways to go. 2020. Chaos 2020. Thumbs up, works and lights for me. Good. Barbara Feldman. I don't know what that means. JC Steak. They are all mouth, no action. Chris Cuomo is killing COVID with fake weights. Oh, that's funny. The mask is obviously completely ineffective. Even if there was some real threat, we need to expel carbon dioxide, correct. We do need to expel carbon dioxide. And by the way, I don't think it's completely ineffective. I don't think it stops viruses that would go through it like a mosquito in chain netting. But as far as stopping droplets, sure. So to say that, like, first of all, I'm not saying we should wear them or they should be mandated. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But, like, if it's between somebody sneezing on somebody 7 feet away, but it's imagination land. It's probably less than 0.001% perfect. Preventative. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, in a sterile environment where medical personnel are doing it, they're not wearing it to stop viruses from entering their body. They're doing it to stop droplets from getting into there. Stay home and do your reporting. You need to get settled into your new home. Cuomo teleprompter. Salam from Egypt. Jason rocks. Well, thank you. UK equals SH. I think people are going Coco in the chat over a thumbs up button. It's cuckoo, I think. LOL, such simpletons. But wants to talk politics. Let's see. Check out his documentary films. They are ahead of their time. Well, thank you, whatchamacallit. What people fail to realize is that Trump will do whatever is necessary to stay in the White House. He is telling the public that minority votes don't count. Good luck, America. 80,000 guns, sale, and bullets in Indiana in a 30-minute sale. People are going crazy, brah. Well, look at it this way. You know, Cuomo is right now suing the NRA, not for money, but try to dissolve them. And there's been talk of Cuomo as the attorney general, even though he's like, no. So if New York State is trying to, in my opinion, illegally dissolve the NRA, why wouldn't they try to do that nationally? If Biden gets in, ISIS will be crawling from their shitholes. Oops, meant to say the UK is shite, LOL. I'll sign up to go a few rounds with whichever capo wants to go. There are guns left. Go to cyguncompany.ammo. That's another story. The left acts like they are in an adult version of a Disney movie. Why can't I super chat you? Because I've been fully demonetized, Catherine. They fully demonetized my channel 7+ months ago with no explanation and nothing cited. Just no, you might be harmful content, Jason. No. The thumbs up is an issue widespread. We will kill the Biden, Clinton, Obama, devil Dems. Soon military tribunals for treason. Don't hold your breath. Jason, Constitution needs blood. Roku, that's not true. RJ, tisk. Boris Johnson makes me feel sick every time I see his leery, cocktail sucking face. Hey from Paris, well, hello. Escape from New York is now a documentary. Your likes jumped from 378 to 409. WTF. Party Monster Club kids. By the way, let's get it up to 700 thumbs. Let's go. Get that thumbs up. Will do. Fukushima is Wormwood. Wormwood, the old movie. Sometimes I need to hit the thumbs up twice. First one to do it takes some two. You know what, guys? There's just so much here. We're going to end it now. I'm going to go check that GoFundMe, make sure that nobody left one so I don't skip out on you. Nope, we're okay. But I do want to remind everybody, the GoFundMe is how you support me. $5, $10, $15, big donors, you mean the world to me. This is how we're doing it several times a day. This is how we're reporting the news that you're not seeing in the mainstream. We are live on Rockfin and exclusive on Rockfin for free, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. Make sure to go make your free account today and join the party. And check out today's free video, although we did post a segment of it over here on YouTube. There's a segment on Andrew Capo Cuomo fist fighting Donald Trump that you're not going to want to miss. So go make that free account. Go check that out over there. Watch all the documentary films. They are free of charge right here, right now in the playlist section. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. I absolutely love you guys. It's not about left or right. It is about right and wrong. And we will continue to report on the madness of Chaos 2020. Love you guys.